Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Not Nathan and welcome to the channel update for April 2015. Yes, again, another month has gone by and April is drawing to a close in the next week or so here. So we're just going to go through the usual rundown of what's been going on in the last month, starting with the total subscribers. We were, for a brief moment in time, we were up to 20. We're back down to 19. But that's still good. I mean, that still means between the month of March to the month of April, we still had a net increase of 3 subscribers, which is still good. It means we're still growing. And, it isn't the first time the channel's had a loss in subscribers, like during a month, but we get over that, and future ones will join in, if they like the videos. Our views were at 1,167 total views as of recording this, which was at 2 a.m. Central Time on April 24th. So it could be different by the time you watch this. I mean, obviously, if you're the first one that watches this video, or if you're the first viewer to watch a video since posting this, it's going to be at least one more view since then. It'll be 1,168. But that's not a huge deal. But I know, like, I'm not a really big YouTuber, but I'm going to keep doing this until I either get tired of making videos, or if you guys stop watching them. If you guys don't like the videos, which, I mean, I don't believe that's the case, because I don't have any dislikes on the videos. So, I mean, I've gotten some feedback on videos, which is good. Like, they may have been like, I mean, you could consider them as negative things, because it means you did something wrong, but it was like, like your audio on the game was a little bit too high, and I was like, well, that's okay. That's something you can fix. That's good feedback. That's good constructive feedback that I can work with to make adjustments for the next video. If no one says anything, then I assume all is well. I'm going to record it the exact same way and do do nothing different the next time around, because it's like, well, if nobody is given any criticism back about how it was done, I'm just going to do it the same way. And so that's good. I mean, I don't like when there's mistakes in the videos, but, I'm human, we're capable of making mistakes, so it's, it is what it is. So it's work, and that's for the one Command & Conquer video. I know the game volume was loud, so I don't need to hear that. I will have that fixed when I record episode number 2, which I haven't recorded yet as of this moment. I might do that tomorrow, although it's gonna be a little bit in the cycle of videos. It's gonna be, I think, the next video, unless I think of something else, is most likely going to be the 8th episode, The Escapist, because it's due in the rotation. Although I haven't heard any comments about this or anything like that, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, because about 2 months ago we just flat out stopped. By we, I mean me. I'm the only one that's really doing work on this channel. I completely stopped doing Hyrule Warriors. From there, I'm curious to know if you guys want me to produce more episodes of that. If you do, please let me know in the comments section, or hit me up on social media. Let me know if you'd like to see more episodes of Hyrule Warriors. I actually have footage recorded of that. I just never worked on that, and some things happened, and no one's commented asking where it is, like where is that series gone or anything like that. So I assume that maybe no one cares. that the series disappeared, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, let me know if you want to see a return of Hyrule Warriors. I'd just be curious to know if you guys are all interested, or if we got enough unanimous feedback saying that they want to see more episodes. I'll go ahead and get on there and try and get some more episodes produced and put it into the rotation again. We're getting to that point. I'd like to have some more suggestions in the comments section or on social media of games you would like to see me play on the channel. Because I did doing the Oregon Trail. I did the one night at Flumpty's, and I know some people don't care for the Five Nights at Freddy's kind of things, but I know a lot of people do like those kinds of games. I personally like the games, which is why I still play those, and I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I play because I like to play the game. But yeah, because we're getting to a point, because Oregon Trail isn't actually that far away from a finale. It's like, I think 2 or 3 episodes away, because I recorded it all in one big stretch, so I know how long it is. And so once that finishes, that's going to need another series. And The Escapist is kind of debatable at this point as to if we complete that prison, if I will continue on and do some other prisons. I just want to know what you guys think of that. Maybe, the thing is, like, I'd love to actually sit down and play that game just like nonstop, not like unrecorded or something like that, like just so I can just keep playing for hours and hours just to play, because I only play for about a half hour per session, and then that's it, and it sits for a week or two, and then I actually sit down and watch my previous episode so I know where I was, so I'm back on track of things, and so I can not use up so much time just during the recording and being like, what was I doing in this last episode? And then go a completely different route. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a live stream or something sometime of after those prisons. If you guys want to see stuff like that, I can actually do a live stream and try and like go through another prison or something like that, possibly. So in other news, how do you call it here? Let's see. Summer is getting close, and I can't really say based on the temperature outside. I would say it's being close, but by calendar time here, we're getting close, because May is usually associated with the start of a fairly warm season, and then June will kick things off. May is actually my birthday month, and so most likely I will be having a LAN party where we might possibly record something. Although technically last year at my LAN party, we recorded Diablo 3 Hardcore, and not even one episode has been uploaded yet. So we might do something, we might not. Kind of depends on how many people go to that and what the interests are there, but I will plan doing that. Most likely Memorial Day weekend. I mean, these details are more aimed towards some of my local viewers that watch the channel, just so that they're aware that the people that are actually feasibly able to make it to the LAN party, you know what I mean. And I'll be doing like Facebook invite and stuff like that too. So if you're around the Madison, Wisconsin area, expect that I'll probably send an invite to you. Let's see. Oh yeah, the next thing I guess I'll point out, because I kind of forgot about that, because sometimes like a whole span of time kind of blends in, and I'm like, was that during the month of April or was that in March? And I'm like, no, this was definitely in April. Only a couple weeks ago, I rebuilt my computer. I upgraded the CPU, the motherboard, and the RAM, because the CPU I was going to was a different socket, and that socket required DDR4, so it was kind of like, you know, you bought one part, which caused you to go buy another part, which also caused you to buy another part. And so I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do a video or do or just post some pictures online of my upgraded build, because I moved from an Intel 4770K to a Intel 5960X, which is Intel's i7 Extreme octa-core processor, starting at 3 gigahertz with 20 megs of L3 cache. And so I upgraded that, not because the 4770K wasn't adequate for gaming. I mean, it is still a fine CPU. The thing was that I upgraded that partly because of editing reasons. The render times on that are so much faster. I was looking at different CPUs because I wanted to get faster render times, and I knew the best way I was probably going to do that was with more CPU cores, and going based on various different benchmarkings on CPUs. The 5960X had the biggest noticeable difference in performance, although it is like $1,000 CPU, and so I might have my link to my PC part builder in the description. I might as well. I'll just copy that from my Facebook link. That will take you to the complete list of parts that are in my desktop at this current moment. I think I'm just going to keep that going and modify that as things change. So it actually has my complete build, and actually has my 2 monitors on there, which is a 28-inch monoprice 4K monitor and a BenQ 24-inch. I don't remember the exact model of it. It's just a 1080p screen. It's probably like Major League Gamer stuff, but it's in that PC part builder. So I mainly use that for my gaming because it has a high refresh rate and stuff like that. So high hertz and stuff like that. But I use my 4K for productivity. It is so nice to edit on a 4K monitor when it comes to doing video editing. You can have a full 1080p size playback and still have plenty of room to look at all of your different audio and video channels and stuff like that. Like to listen to all those different tracks and manipulate them and be able to have a good visual representation and work on it. It's really awesome. I highly recommend it for productivity if your monitor can support it. And so yeah, the motherboard is an X99 Deluxe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I have the manual for it right here. So there it is. Everything's backwards. X99 Deluxe by Asus. Really good motherboard. Gave me a lot of extra parts I actually didn't really need, but you always need more SATA cables in the future. So I got that. It has quad channel memory, and so that allowed me to go get some crucial 2400 megahertz 32 gigs DDR4 RAM, which is actually really good. So I actually have half the slots still open, so I can actually simply, if I ever found the need to, I could bump that up to 64 gigs of RAM and boom, not have to replace any of the existing. The reason for 32 gigs of RAM, it does help a little bit for video editing. The other thing is I do like running virtual machines, and virtual machines are major memory whores. And also, like, the main things that VMs tend to use are uses heavily on CPU, memory, network, and your hard drive. And a lot of times, if you're, and I guess for sometimes graphical stuff, depending on if you're trying to run a gaming VM like I did for my Command & Conquer stuff. So I did that a couple weeks ago, and that was pretty awesome. I'm really satisfied with the build. I got everything tuned up the way I want to. So now when this thing, when this thing is running idle, when I'm doing like basic tasks, it is so quiet I can't even hear it. Like I can barely hear it. And the fans only kick on high speeds when it really needs to. And the fans themselves aren't very loud because they're Noctua branded fans, and they're well known for their quiet but really good performance. Although they're a bit expensive, but hey, you know, that's what you get. I mean, you don't get that nice silence with cheap costs and fans. I mean, you can go get some basic like sub $10 fans, but they're going to be noisy. And noise is a big concern when it comes to recording. You don't want that fan noise kicking in when you're recording. So even though this Hyrule PR40 microphone is really good and not picking up that noise, you know, I just don't want to have to worry about that element whatsoever. You know, I didn't want it's funny because I didn't actually want this video to turn into just me talking about my PC, because I wanted to actually do a separate video on that, or maybe just doing like a setup tour kind of thing. I do plan at some point to record and do a setup tour project kind of thing, so you can kind of see visually my setup, how I do recordings and stuff like that, and go through all the different technology that's in my room. Let me know if you want to see something like that in the near future. If you know, it gives me a damn good excuse to clean up my desk, because you guys don't get to see that stuff because that's directly below here. But my desk, it's this big L-shaped desk, and it's just like covered with crap, from gadgets to soda cans, which, you know, I do try and clean that up and stuff like that from time to time. Oh yeah, one more piece of information that I got a couple days ago is Oculus Rift developer kit 2, and now it's like, oh yeah, now you can try and record some games in Oculus. And it's like, I might do some horror stuff, but the thing is, like, recording in Oculus is a bit tricky. You don't really get the same visual representation. The display from what you guys would see would look kind of funny. I'll try and do some test video just so you can see how that looks when you do a recording session of it. But don't expect, because I got this, that you're going to see a lot more videos with this on, because this is really beneficial for, you know, when you're playing a single player and stuff like that kind of games, 'cause that's where it really kicks in. So if you're in the Madison area and you want to try out the Oculus Rift, you can go ahead and, you know, send me a message in the comment section or in social media. You know, you can go ahead and try it on. I wouldn't recommend maybe now, because if you haven't been able to tell already, I've been fighting a cold all week, and so I've been kind of postponing recording this video for as long as I could, just so that I had the maximum amount of chance to recover from it. Because nothing better than just listening to someone that already has a nasally voice and makes it even more nasally because your nose is completely plugged up and stuff like that. You don't want to see me just like constantly rubbing my nose or going through a whole Kleenex box like during the entire video because your nose is constantly running and stuff like that. So yeah, once again, one of my videos that's supposed to be a quick update has turned into a near 20-minute rant. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. We'll continue to talk more on this stuff during the May update to the channel. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. As always, I appreciate the feedback as much as possible. It really does me a solid. And I will continue to say, if you know other people that watch these videos and aren't subscribed already, tell them to subscribe to my channel. It supports me a lot. It lets me know that more people are interested in seeing content. But that's going to do it for this channel update here for the month of April. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!